Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Eaglehoff, the Man Entrepreneur magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Eaglehoff's favorite son, Tom Eaglehoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to kmmsam.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get back to Open for Business on News Radio AM 1450 KMMS Bozeman. Lines are open at 522-TALK. That's 522-8255. Here he is. He's big, he's bad, and he's open for business. Tom Eaglehoff.
Hey, thank you, Dan. Welcome back, everyone. 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It is Saturday, June 24, 2017. 68 degrees outside, and want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of the previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're here, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? You'll never miss another weekly podcast. And you'll also find a link to my podcast on my 400-page website that 3,000 people visit every day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. And today's topic, I want to talk about how to sell the benefits of your product or service. So all products and services have obvious benefits to the customers. A power lawnmower is going to make cutting grass easier. There are often hidden benefits in products that are not so obvious to you or to your customers. And it's finding and pointing out those hidden benefits that make your product or service more valuable in the mind of your customers. So in addition, hidden benefits can often set you apart from your competitors. Now, this podcast will address the process of finding and developing those hidden benefits. So let's talk about a 1-inch drill bit. I had to stop by the hardware store the other day and pick up a 1-inch drill bit. Did I need a drill bit to display over the fireplace? Did I want to put it in a case and display it to my friends? No, in fact, I didn't buy a drill bit at all. What I did buy was the benefit of the drill bit. I bought a 1-inch hole. The drill bit will live in my toolbox, never seeing the light of day again until I need another 1-inch hole. The point I'm making is that I could care less about the features of the drill bit. I'm not going to show it off. The color is totally unimportant. And it might be important for a car or clothing, but not for a drill bit. So let's talk about product or service features versus benefits. As I point out time and time again on these podcasts, people buy the things they buy based on emotion, not on logic. When logic and emotion come into conflict, emotion always wins. We don't buy things for what they do, we buy them for how they make us feel. I could have made my 1-inch hole with a screwdriver or a wood chisel, but the drill bit was more comfortable and much faster. It was worth more to me to get in the car, drive to the hardware store, buy the drill bit, and do the job. If you believe that your customers are going to sit down, compare the merits of your product against your competitor in a fair and logical manner, you're living in a dream world. It just doesn't happen like that in real life. People make emotional decisions, and then they create a logical argument to justify their decision. So what's the difference between a feature and a benefit? Well, a feature is what a product has. 4 doors, new improved formula, etc. A benefit is what a product does. This car has 4 doors to accommodate growing families. Our new improved formula makes skin softer and smoother. So how do you tell the difference? When you hear a product claim, ask yourself this question. So what does that mean to me? If there's no answer to that question, you just heard a feature. If there's an answer, you just heard a benefit. So how do we develop a benefit for a product or service? Now, you already know that some products are going to have obvious benefits. It's those hidden benefits that must be found to improve your sales figures, and here's how I do it. The first rule of successful business all claims of benefits must be 100% absolutely true. You must be prepared to prove any statements you make to customers about your product or service. If you're untruthful about your products or services, you won't survive long in a small town. The truth about you will travel very fast. To begin the process, you must know your product or service inside and out. You must know what each product features before you can create a benefit for that feature. Now, there are 6 steps in developing product or service benefits. Step 1, you start by pretending this is a brand new product or service. Your potential customer has never seen it before. Take each feature and evaluate the potential of a customer seeing the value or the benefit of that feature without it being pointed out to them. List the obvious benefits first. Let's start looking at the hidden ones. Arm & Hammer baking soda started as a baking soda. Then it was a cleaner, then a toothpaste substitute, then an odor freshener. That single product had a lot of hidden features. Step 2, investigate. Ask customers about the product or service. How would they use it? How would they change it? What are the benefits to them? What would they add, if anything? The answers may surprise you. Research what customers tell you. Are their applications valid? Have their comments inspired other hidden features? Would additions to the product or service make it more attractive? Step 3, does the product deliver true value to the customer? The more benefits the product has, the less important price becomes. The more value a product can demonstrate to your customer, the higher price it can command. Can you show the customer this value in your advertising, your brochures, demonstrations? Step 4, if this truly is a new product, can you make a prototype to test on some of your customers? Even better, can you make several different versions and test different features and benefits with different customers? Ask them to evaluate and suggest improvements. Step 5, cutting corners. When companies develop new products, they often start with a very expensive first version. Then they give the product to people whose job it is to cut the cost of the product and make it more feasible to produce. So they reduce the thickness of the material, they replace metal with plastic, and use cheaper materials. Sometimes a product can't pass the test. It's better to scrap the product completely than to introduce an inferior product to your customers. The value to the customer must be there, or the project must be abandoned. Step 6, adjust your advertising and promotion to reflect the new benefits you've discovered. Sure, your competition will probably follow your lead. However, it's always better to be the company introducing the benefits than the copycat. We've never before lived in a time of more change and advancements than we do today. Product and services evolve at an unprecedented rate. Your company is going through a constant evolution of products and procedures. Make your customers feel something. Companies that can be innovative with their products and services are going to be the big winners in the years to come. And will you be there with me? And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll also find a link to my podcast on my 400-page website that 3,000 people visit every day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday, and let's build successful businesses together.